Freeze Mage as a deck has been pretty much dead since Ice Lance and Ice Block went to the Hall of Fame, but I thought I would try reviving it with some of the new tools the deck got in Rosticon's Rumble. The main card that really appealed to me in this list is Serpent Ward. At the end of your turn, deal 2 damage to the enemy hero. So the problem with this card is that if your opponent can run a minion into it, it just dies for free. But we can protect it with things like Frost Nova and Blizzard to freeze out the opponent's minions so they repeatedly take this 2 damage every turn. I also felt that Daring Fire Eater would be a good way to find some damage for the deck. I wanted to avoid playing things like Arcane Missiles and Cinderstorm, because I'm trying to ignore the opponent's board, and I don't want to rely on missiles going face, but Daring Fire Eater seems like a pretty nice consistent way for a bit of face damage, also a bit of board control, especially when combined with Spirit of the Dragonhawk. And the two of those together provide enough support that we can actually play Jan'alai in this deck. One of the cool things this deck can do is go Frost Nova Doomsayer. You clear the opponent's board and prevent them from playing anything, and then you can go Jan'alai and guarantee 8 face damage with the Ragnaros. Or sometimes you can even play Drakari Enchanter alongside it and get 16 face damage with the Ragnaros. And then, of course, in typical Freeze Mage fashion, you finish the opponent off with as many fireballs and frostbolts as you can find.
Jaina versus Arthas. For Lordaeron.
You asked for it.
I think I might keep Doomsayer against Paladin. And definitely keep Acolyte, because it can farm dudes.
The light dims, but we fight.
I don't think I need to coin Doomsayer.
I'll never tell.
The end is coming!
I think this Doomsayer is usually going to go off here. Could get Void Ripped or something, but probably not. This might not have been the best turn to get the Acolyte down, because this turn could be the, Bellringer Sentry or something like that. So maybe I should have just gone Runes. But if he does pretty much anything other than exactly that guy, I think the Acolyte was a good play here. Also, I picked up the Spirit of the Dragonhawk, which, even ignoring Daring Fire Eater, Ice Walker, Jan'alai, might just be a good card against this Paladin deck. There's the Bellringer Sentry. So I could, Fireball it. Seems not necessary. Let's just hope this is a Noble Sack. Not Noble Sack. Let's see what this gives me. More burn. Would I rather have a Frost Nova or more burn? Still have 4 freezes in the deck, so I think I take the damage. I think I'm actually going to Frostbolt this guy. Sets up to hero power it, and maybe even Spirit of the Dragonhawk hero power it next turn. And I think this means that I usually get more than one card out of the Acolyte, so it's like turning my Frostbolt into drawing a card. Wow. So, it wasn't Noble Sack. I guess Auto Defense Matrix is pretty likely. No. So it's probably Redemption. So I'm going to play this guy plus hero power. Do I want to coin out Primordial Glyph or Doomsayer for any reason? Probably not. There's the Redemption. It does get this guy back. I thought maybe it would get Knife Juggler back since I hero powered that and then the Spirit killed the other thing. But I kind of figured they would all die at the same time and it would get this guy.
Reporting for duty.
Pretty sick Divine Favor. He needs to kill the Acolyte here, or else my Spirit of the Dragonhawk is just sick. Okay, or I'm dumb. Frost Nova is a good card for sure. But this turn looks like bump with Acolyte and then Hero Power. I guess it depends on what the secret is. Okay, makes sense to not kill my Acolyte if that's what it is. I think I want to start playing these explosive runes. So let's Frostbolt there to set up for this, and then I'm going to go ahead and coin out of runes. Take some time to get the value out of these runes. And with 2 in hand, I just need to get them going. Plus at this point we're kind of past when I need the coin for like a Blizzard Doomsayer or something. Unfortunately, he's still basically at full health. And I only have 12 guaranteed damage in hand. But I do think the runes are probably going to hit him pretty hard. Even then though, I need some help. Cool. Get that off the board before he can juggle this thing and kill it with the weapon.
Close the gates.
No secrets in deck. Or potentially, like, this is Noble Sack and there's another Noble Sack in deck. 2 left on Jan'alai. Add a random mage spell to your hand. Copy the lowest cost minion in your hand. So I could grab another Doomsayer. I think it's probably gotta just be Frostbolt though. Could just Frostbolt this thing and set it for the Spirit of the Dragonhawk kill on it again. The Spirit of the Dragonhawk is just so good against this Paladin hero power.
Time runs out on me.
So I have 15 from hand next turn. I think I like freezing this guy still. It is 3 damage that could have gone face. But I do have this Jan'alai in hand. So maybe I don't need that 3 damage. Next turn is hopefully some kind of setup for the Jan'alai. Nice, 5 damage.
I'll never tell.
Reporting for duty.
What?
I feel like Nova Doom almost always goes off. I don't think this deck typically plays Repentance, but I can go Serpent Ward instead of Hero Power to play around Repentance on the Doomsayer.
What to
And
do?
since I don't think he can kill the Doomsayer, I don't think I need to Hero Power a guy this turn. And I only need 1 more on Jan'alai, so next turn can just be Hero Power face Jan'alai him. So let's check for Repentance. It's probably not Repentance. Play this in Freeze's board. Man, hopefully he doesn't have Void Ripper, because I would get wrecked by Void Ripper. Also, I guess I could die to Leroy Double Blessing of Might. That'd be a real bummer. Alright, let's kill this guy, hit him for 8. Should be really hard for him to kill me this turn. He shouldn't have any healing, and then double Fireball kills him next turn.
The light dims, but we fight.
Reporting for duty. Ungoro belongs to the Titan.
Alright, nice. This might actually just be a pretty good matchup for me, since I have, like, Blizzard, which wrecks most of his stuff. Spirit of the Dragonhawk wrecks most of his stuff. My stuff just might line up well against his garbage little minions.
Jaina versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
You asked for it.
Maybe I should have kept the Arcane Intellect. I mulliganed to that pretty quick. But I do have a 3-mana play with Arcanologist into Explosive Runes. Probably still should have kept the card draw, though. Hopefully I don't draw my second Explosive Runes next turn. Nice, actually got to draw a card off my overpowered 2-drop.
Not too quickly.
Let the pain speak to me.
So I guess Acolyte of Pain probably indicates that he's Dragon Priest. Let's go ahead and kill it before we can get 2 cards out of it. Since he burned his coin, it's not like I have to get Explosive Runes in play this turn.
I see a vision in the flames.
Not too quickly.
I guess I'm just supposed to get one of these secrets in play.
Is someone injured?
Nice, dealt 3 damage to him. And he still healed this. I wonder if he waited to see what the secret was. I mean, it's probably just correct to heal this anyway, right? I'm gonna guess since he waited till last to play the Power Word Shield, he probably did not see what the secret was. I think I play Serpent Ward here, because he already wants to run this into my Arcanologist to save him 2 health on the next turn. So here he has to like pick which one he's gonna take 2 damage from. I think that's good for me. Nice, killed another minion. This is gonna get in there for 2 again. This Arcanologist is definitely putting in some work.
I found it first.
I could just draw more cards. Could have gone Fire Eater and hit him for 3, but I don't really see much of a reason to do that. So 2 Fire Eaters, I have 5 Burst. Looks like I need a lot more than 2 Fire Eaters to kill him, so let's see what this does for me. Book of Specters, I do play a pretty good chunk of minions, but I probably get more out of a Mirror Entity.
Let the pain speak to me.
Get this Acolyte in play so I can draw even more cards.
I see a vision in the flames.
Cool, the Acolyte drew a card and ate 4 damage. So about as good as a shield block. Unfortunately, these things are getting out of hand, so they might have to get Doomsayered. Yeah, I guess I'll just go ahead and Doomsayer this turn. I wonder if he actually has the 2 damage. Okay, he does. But he's giving me 5 with a Scale Worm if I want to take it. He's showing 18, so I'm dead to double Mind Blast if he has it. But let's see, what's the damage looking like? This is 5, this is another 5, so 10, 16,
To do what?
17. I do have 20 damage over 2 turns, but he's going to heal up to 22. I could just do some serious board clearing with Daring Fire Eaters plus Spirit of the Dragon Hawk. I guess that's probably the play.
Welcome to the show.
I'm not super sold on this play. I don't know if missing 5 damage with these is... like, I don't know if I can actually win the game missing that 5 damage. But it certainly slows things down a bit. And I did put, what, 15 damage into my Jan'alai, so it's definitely active if I can draw into it. Yikes. It's a strong Primordial Drake, but I can still just hero power this thing, which is cool, I guess. There's the Jan'alai, so I can hero power here. Ragnaros either hits him for 8 or kills Primordial Drake. If it hits him for 8, there's a good chance I just have lethal next turn. So, I mean, we're looking at a 50-50 lethal here, sort of, kind of. So I'd probably just go for it.
Spirit of the flame, turn them to ash.
Face! Okay, well, even if he screams me here, he shuffles 2 Ragnaroses into my deck, which is not that bad. Scream takes up most of his mana, maybe a Serpent Ward can get in there for 4. Or maybe he doesn't have Scream, he hasn't played a Shadow Visions yet, so... I mean, if he had played it, it's not like he would have taken Scream.
I must consider.
But, you know, sometimes I just don't have it. The last, like, 2 or 3 games I've played, my opponents have had crazy draws, so maybe this guy doesn't have a crazy draw. Pretty sure that's how statistics work.
I wonder. The light has betrayed me.
Okay. So my Jan'alai can get in there for 4. It's pretty good. Basically undoes the armor that he gained from that. I'm gonna go ahead and fireball here while I have the spell damage. So he's at 6. That means fireball is lethal if I can draw it. And if I can kill my Thalnos, I have a 1 in 5 chance to draw it. At 23, I'm definitely not gonna die. I think given that he's playing like Fire Tree, Witch Doctor, Scale Worm, he's probably not playing Divine Hymn, so that's also good for me. That's rough. There's the fireball, though. Nice.